How was your birthday?
Very good, very good. It was a chilled affair, but yeah, nice. Sometimes I go all in on birthdays, and then other times I sort of leave them. But it reminded me, however, that I have not always been called Jake.
Pardon?
When I was born, I was named Luke. So genuinely, for the first 6 weeks of my life, I was called Luke. There's a photo of me, I'll see if my mum can send it in, of my mum holding me, and there's a balloon saying, "Welcome home, Luke," for like 6 weeks. And then it just wasn't like clicking, so they said, "Oh, we're gonna change it." And I shit you not, twice a year, someone will be talking to me and be like, "So anyway, Luke," I'll be like, "Oh, I don't know why I've called you that." That happens about twice a year.
What the flying pig fuck? You used to be called Luke.
For the first 6 weeks of my life.
Your real name's Luke?
Yeah. Do you think I look like a Luke?
Well, it's not overly different to Jake, is it?
Yeah, it's got similar vibes.
Well, it's 2 letters different.
I think my dad said, someone at the pub said, yeah, but, you know, at school they'll say Luke Puke, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want that. Let's go with something else." They've gone with Jake, which rhymes with fucking everything. Jake Snake, Jake Cake, Jake Lake, Jake Rake, all of it. It's very strange, isn't it?
No, you got me on the wind-up here, haven't you?
No, I'm serious, I'm serious.
Is this a wind-up?
I'm serious.
You know what's coming next, don't you?
What?
Eyebrows.
I'll eyebrows it.
Don't make me FaceTime your mum.
I'll call her now.
She'll be confused.
I'll call her now. Come on. Oh, yes. Oh.
Hey, Jakey, how are you, Mr. Starlet?
All right, that's enough of that. You're on speakerphone. I'm doing the Joe podcast. You're parking?
I'm parking. I'm parking. I'm trying to park in this crazy town.
I just wanted to ask you a quick question to prove something.
What's up now? Go on then.
It is. What was I called for the first 6 weeks of my life?
Luke.
Why?
Why was that?
We hadn't really thought of a name for you, Jake, if I'm honest with you.
Right.
Like an afterthought.
Anyways.
We're not excited for like 9 months, being like, "Oh, that's something to do. Think of a name."
Do you want the whole story properly without interruptions?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, all right. Okay.
I've got your nanny sat next to me, so she can verify what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So basically,
That parking sensor's having a field day.
It is, yeah. So, your dad and I wanted to give you a name, and we were thinking about a name for you, which actually we didn't want an Indian name for you, to be honest, because your surname was quite lengthy, Bhardwaj.
Two syllables. It was 2 syllables.
Well, no, but in terms of, like, not many people have heard Bhardwaj, have they? So
Yeah.
to make it easier, and we were thinking more forward thinking and planning around the fact that make your life easier and give you just a really short, punchy name.
I think forward planning would have been thinking, let's come up with a name.
Yeah, so we thought of Luke in the end. So we brought you home, and then we thought of Luke, and then we tested it out on you, and we said, "Hey, Luke here, Luke over here. Hey, look at this, Luke."
Why were you doing it in a Scottish accent? Hey, Luke.
Anyway, it didn't work. It just didn't work. It wasn't rolling off the tongue. And in the end, we actually even got a balloon. I've got a picture of Luke holding you with a balloon in the background. So
Luke's holding me.
No, me holding you, stupid.
Oh, right.
Stupid.
And then it didn't work. So we burst the balloon, and we went back to the drawing board, and in the end it was Jake. And,
so you changed Luke by 2 letters and just put J-A?
Yeah, we did actually. That's right, Joe. We did do that. But I always had it in the back of my mind. I always knew that we wanted to give you a short name because you were going to be something in your life. You were that you're the road to wherever you're going to be, because you were always singing, dancing, and being funny from the moment you were born, to be quite honest. Isn't that right, Mum? Yeah. But don't forget, Jake, one other final thing is that you do have a middle Indian name.
Yes.
Which you, yeah.
I think we've got enough details here for everyone to sort of take all the money from any bank accounts now. So that's good. All right, I've got to go. Thank you so much for clearing that up. I'll speak to you later.
Amazing.
Bye-bye.
Love you, bye.
Bye-bye.
Mate,
I'm so sorry that took so long.
time's been straight.
I didn't know she'd be with my nan as well.
I see where you get it from.
Yeah. I don't want you to take this anyway, really. You look like, if you weren't a Joe, a Darren.
A Darren?
You look like a Darren, massively.
I look
Don't
like
you
a
think?
Darren.
Producer Georgia agrees, Connor agrees. What else does Joe look like? Gary. Connor's gone with a Gary as well.
Gary?
It could be a Gary Marler. Georgia?
Brian?
Surely
Georgia's got it
something...
with Brian.
Surely something Scandinavian.
Magnus.
Magnus.
There we go.
Magnus.
Marler.
You look like a Magnus. Magnus Marler.
Ooh. La la.
Say ooh. Say ooh. Come on now. Ooh. La la. Say ooh. Come on. Say ooh. Ooh. La la la. Say ooh. Come on.
Who are we coming in today for a session?
Who we got coming in today for a session? Joe, the tables have on occasion turned on you. I remember the
Never, not once.
Elizabeth Day episode, it did.
Okay, once.
Shits and gigs turned things around on you.
Okay, twice.
I think it might happen, well, it definitely will happen again today because we've got a podcast first, everybody. We have got the first actual therapist to come on for some Joe Marler fake therapy.
The emphasis you put on actual is starting to grate on me a bit.
Okay.
Okay? All right.
So it is the actual TV presenter, actual therapist, actual author, and actual podcaster. It's Anna Williamson.
Actually?
Yeah. Joe, have you met before?
Niger.
But
Me.
you're aware of her work, I assume?
Oh, I'm aware.
How are you so aware?
Well, my eyes are open.
Oh,
My ears are open.
yes.
And I'm well connected to what they call TV. I've seen her with all of those things on Celebs Go Dating.
Yes.
And she used to do kids' TV as well. Also, I was introduced mainly to her by my wife. My wife is absolutely obsessed with her podcast she does with Louisa Zisman.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Luana.
So this is going to be a big episode for your wife.
Yeah, really.
I often ask you what you want to try and get out of the guest, but what actually on this occasion do you think you'd like maybe a little bit of help with yourself from an
Don't
actual
need it.
therapist? Don't need it.
Don't need it. It'd just be nice to compare some notes, maybe. You know, as fellow Hippocratic oath takers.
Yes.
You know, share some techniques that maybe she uses in her
Interesting.
maybe share some techniques that maybe she uses in her sessions. Speech therapy, maybe.
It's catching, isn't it? I'm very much looking forward to it. Should we get her in?
Sure. Janet, please could you send in the only person actually qualified to be here? Thank you. Anna Williamson, everybody! Please.
Hello, Doctor. It's just, I can't even get in the chair.
Please be careful with that chair, Anna Williamson.
Hi, Jake. Sorry, Doctor. I mean, you could, right, first rule...
I couldn't get out my chair.
Pulled the chair out.
Yeah, but I couldn't get
right,
out
let's
mine
start
today.
again.
I've never seen someone struggle with the chair so much.
I mean, I did struggle with a chair.
Big
right.
John had a better time of it than you did.
Thank you,
You good
Joe.
there?
Much obliged.
You're not going to do mine, or?
For Christ's sake.
Oh, no, now we're in an endless loop of doing each other's chairs. We're not going to sit
right,
down.
there we go. Cough. There we go.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Well, this
okay.
is a bit exciting.
Please may I introduce you to my research assistant, Jake Bhardwaj.
A pleasure and an honour to meet you.
It is an absolute pleasure,
Wow.
Jake. Absolute pleasure.
Not
What a
an honour on
delay
your part, but
tactic
that's fine,
there
yeah.
Before she had got there, didn't it?
Pleasure and an honour on my part, just a pleasure on your part. That's interesting. So, it's fine. Noted.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling quite refreshed, actually. It's quite nice to be on the other side of the desk.
Is this similar to your setup, or?
No, I don't have a table. I think one thing you could definitely say about me is that when it comes to therapy and coaching, I'm not a very formal one, by design.
Good. Maybe along this process, we could maybe exchange some sort of techniques that we both have learned along the way.
Yeah, we can exchange whatever you like.
What the heck?
I'm a very excited beaver.
Are you?
Yes, it's like
What is going on?
I'm a very
am
excited
I.
beaver to have you here. because I'm a big fan. I knew of you,
Yeah.
but it wasn't until my wife said, you've got to listen to this a couple of years ago. And I was like, what is it? Because
Right.
I was like, what is it? She was like, it's this podcast that she's obsessed with.
Okay.
And it was the Luana podcast.
Wow.
And it was one of the stories. She went, just listen to this. And one of the stories just went off on one. I went, what the fuck? Who are these two people? This is fucking wild.
Who are these bits?
I need to meet these people immediately, if not sooner, because they are filth.
Do you remember what story it was?
It involved a dildo, the mould-a-willy.
Oh, that was bad.
Fill me in.
Pardon?
Sorry.
Let's just say there was someone in this story that definitely did not want to be after she discovered
what
it.
happened? What happened?
Highlight, found a dildo in her parents' drawer, had a bit of a go on it, thought this is great, had the best orgasm she'd ever had, ever.
Like,
Then,
ooh!
like
Gone.
ever. Yeah.
Right. That's led to the worst orgasm I've ever had.
But anyway, the upshot, Jake, was she then discovered that the said dildo she'd had the best orgasm she'd ever had was a life-size plaster of Paris replica of her dad. How bad's that? Bad.
There's no kink shaming here, though.
Never.
This
No,
is
that
so-
wasn't her kink. She wasn't doing it because she was into it. She was shocked by it.
It was, I mean, it was pretty
Wow.
horrific. But I would like to say thank you, and thank you to your lovely wife. And equally, and I'm not just saying this, the fandom is right back at you. We are massive fans. When you went on Traitors, we were very much Team Joe over at Luana. And in fact, Imo, our producer Imo, who is our stooge, she's the brains behind it all, pretty bloody excited when I messaged her this morning saying, guess who I'm seeing today? She's very excited. But anyway, thank you. Thank you for loving Luana. We love making it.
Thank you for making it. Right, Anna, would you like to begin?
I would.
Full name?
Anna Mary Williamson.
Oh, that's a lovely name. Star sign?
Cancer Leo cusp.
What? That's not...
It is.
What's a Cancer Leo cusp?
So I am born on July the 23rd. And that me. Why?
What
Who
is
has his
going
birthday?
on?
Wow, we're all cancers here.
We're all cancers.
Really?
But I would say,
it's now your-
overwhelmingly, everyone who comes in this office is a cancer.
Stop.
It feels like it.
And if they're not, they definitely leave as one because we've been such an influence on them. We've sapped the
poisoned
life out
them.
of them. We just poisoned them.
No, well, I'm on the 23rd of July, so I'm apparently a Cancer Leo cusp. Although I did have my charts done once by like an astrologer person, and apparently I am 18 hours into Leo. So I have the characteristics of both. But I would probably say I was a Cancer.
Occupation?
Oh, there's a few. Broadcaster, therapist, author, mother.
Wow.
Nice.
Which one means the most to you, though?
Mother.
Oh, you said it last. It's all well and good. It's all well and good at saying it after the fact, but I think broadcast is
comes
pretty
out.
close to home, isn't
Can
it?
I just say, actually, Jane, yeah, you make a very good therapist because you picked up on that straight away.
Biggest ick?
Biggest ick actually at the moment is over-breathers.
An over-breather?
You know, you're sitting next to someone and they're just sort of breathing. It's just
Why do you
shush the
think Jake
breathing.
is over there? I'm unfortunately, I am an over-breather.
Are you?
Yeah, but now
I
I'm
can't
conscious
tell.
of it. Well, I'm gonna do the whole
It's
session.
fine.
like
We're
this
not in
now.
a sexual relationship, so it's fine. It's just my husband, when he's there, it's just like, stop breathing so much.
What's the best advice you've ever been given?
When I say this, why does it automatically now feel just rude because I'm with you two? It's from my dad. Knowing that I was quite a tenacious young woman with my career, and I've never sort of followed like a linear path with career, whereas my brothers have, he always said to me, if you can't get in the front door, you can get in the back door. But then, thank you. Yeah, now I'm obviously really interpreting that in another way. But he was right, because, you know, what he was trying to say to me was, don't give up. You know, if the front door's not readily open, go in the back.
Do you think it might have been easier if he just said, don't give up? What's your most embarrassing famous encounter?
I would say I've had quite a few. One of them that springs to mind involves our monarch, the King. So I have been a long-time ambassador of the now King's Trust, was the Prince's Trust. And when I first met His Royal Highness, now His Majesty, it was at a little reception in Highgrove Garden. And I sort of flapped around, not knowing, everyone sort of does it, you know, how to greet the King, what do you do? And I was eating a finger bowl of risotto. King comes over and do you curtsy? You know, you can do a variety of things that are respectful, but I didn't, I sort of did all of them at one go. A curtsy, a bow, a handshake, had this. I then fell forwards with the risotto, spat risotto in the King's face, curtsied but stumbled on sort of the paving slab, so fell into him. So he had to sort of push me back up again. I looked pissed. So not only did I spit pea risotto on our now monarch, I stumbled mid-curtsy because I just committed to all of it and fell into him and had to be sort of pulled off him.
Did he have this insecurity being like, what's going on over here? We need to pull you away.
Well, actually, no, everyone was quite chilled. It was more the people I was with that were laughing with and at me. I mean, fortunately, you probably know me well enough if you listen to Luana to know that there is one person that can take the piss out of myself, and that's me.
Yeah.
No, his security were quite nice. He did himself offer to collect me and stand me back up again with security. But yeah, it was how I broke the ice with the King. So.
Certainly a unique way of doing that, thank you. Do you consent to being analysed by someone who's not a real doctor?
I absolutely consent, and I would like my diagnosis, please.
Just taking a break to thank our sponsor, Ancient and Brave.
Joe, they don't just sponsor the pod, you're actually an ambassador too, aren't you? A position I know you don't take lightly.
For anyone who hasn't come across them before, Ancient and Brave are a female-founded, mission-driven wellness brand. Award-winning collagen, blends and supplements, all designed to support the whole body health. They're rooted in ancient wisdom, but guided by modern science. And their products go through rigorous scientific testing with only the highest quality bioavailable ingredients. No additives, no fillers, no junk. I've spent a lot of time with the team and I know this isn't just marketing jargon. It is real integrity and they're all about supporting people, never scaremongering.
So can you tell me, what are the perks? Do you get a uniform? Do you have to insist on people calling you the ambassador? Mr. Ambassador?
Yeah.
Pleased to see you.
No, you've nailed it.
Wow.
So whilst we're in the presence of Ancient and Brave, actually, that
Yes.
applies to anyone in the room.
So, Mr. Ambassador,
Yes.
can you talk me through some of the products? What are your go-tos?
Personally, I would go for the True Hydration Electrolytes. It's a coconut water-based formula with zero artificial flavours and sweeteners, so it tastes great.
Obviously, hunks come in all sizes. What would you recommend for someone like me?
You need to get your hands on this Brave Ancestral Protein, brother. You want to know what the USP of this bad boy is?
Yes, please.
It is made with grass-fed beef protein isolate and no whey. And it's a delicious cacao flavour too.
I think what I like is Ancient and Brave's commitment to sustainability. Very important. They're a B Corp and proud members of 1% for the planet, meaning that 1% of all their sales goes directly to environmental causes that protect our planet.
To find out more about Ancient and Brave, visit ancientandbrave.earth/planet and use the code JOE, J-O-E, for 20% off your purchase. Anna, you are like the unofficial therapist of the nation. That's how I view you. People come to you with their problems all the time.
They do, actually.
But what I'm curious about is when you're the one struggling, who's your go-to? Like, what do you do? Like, do you go and see a therapist, or do you have techniques that you do, or is it like barbers, where you just cut your own hair?
That's a great question. In the world of therapy and in coaching, I have supervision. So anyone that is regulated or insured, as I am, every month I have supervision, psychotherapy supervision, and I have a coaching supervision.
Oh, my Lord.
I did the same thing.
I know.
I did the exact same thing. And it's never happened before. I've heard that word a million times. I thought you had some sort of weird power, that you had supervision.
I have supervision.
Yeah, honestly. I thought,
Did anyone else
you
do
think that as well?
I just looked around because this is such a normal word in my world, right? Everyone in my world has supervision.
We've heard the word supervision. It's just the word, it's supervision.
Did I just enunciate super?
You went,
you all.
So what I've got is supervision.
Yeah, I was like, all right, show off.
Just say, I was thinking, okay, it's not that crazy. Everyone behind cameras is like, what's that? So supervision. Better? Supervision.
I know what you mean.
You went hard on the super. I got supervision.
Supervision. So supervision. So I basically take everything that I have collected from my clients and my own life, and then I go and dump it onto someone else. And that's their job. To catch me, basically, for me to be, completely honest and authentic.
Who catches them?
They have someone above them.
Oh, my God.
This cycle never stops. So
it's all confidential, apart from the endless cycle of supervisors that get to hear about your problems as well.
Yeah, exactly. So from a professional standpoint, I have supervision, which is really important because sometimes you have tricky caseloads or also you have real life. And so some days, weeks, my real life might be impacting my ability to practice properly. So that's for me to then discuss with my supervisors and to share anything, and also to soundboard them. And if I have a particularly tricky client or something's happening, and I might want to ask their advice on how they would tackle something, it's really important because sometimes as well, it's important in my line of work to know when not to work with someone. If that therapeutic alliance is just not there, you're not gelling. A lot of people in the therapy world, as you will know, obviously, as a professional.
I'm obviously asking these questions on behalf of Jake and our audience.
Of course.
Less so for my own knowledge.
Well, exactly. We are just peer-to-peer at this point. But not everybody will gel. And I think a lot of people find me from my work on the telly or broadcasting or whatever I do. They say, I've never got on with therapy. I've tried it. It hasn't worked for me. And often it's just they haven't gelled with the therapist or the coach. And that's because there's so many different forms of therapy. Everyone's different. You've got to get on with the person that essentially you are being the most vulnerable and the most raw about what's going on in your life. And if that person just has a different communication style or different approach to life as you might not get on with them. I've not got on with some therapists. There are some brilliant ones out there. There are some crap ones out there. And
that is, I can really relate to that because that's currently where I'm at in my life outside of being a pseudo-psychiatrist.
Sure. Go on.
Where I'd been doing therapy and with a therapist who was nice enough and got on really well, but not to the point of, this isn't working. It sort of put me off going back.
Did it?
And then I just stopped.
Right.
And it's been so long now.
Yeah.
Now I've hit a point in my life where I do need to go back and explore some more therapy options.
I do.
But I'm conscious of, I need to find someone that actually I like. And I was worried, as do you need to find someone you like as a therapist, or is the point of it, you're going to do therapy, it doesn't matter whether you like them or not? These are the questions I have in my head. And then where you've just said it out loud, of course you do. You need to be able to
I think
connect with them.
Connect is probably a better word to use than like, because a therapist is there for many different reasons. They're there to be a mirror. They're there. I say this particularly with Celebs Go Dating, actually, and when I do those shows, I say I'm not here to be your friend. At the end of the day, it doesn't say you're my celebrity. I'm not here to be your mate at the end of this. Sure, we hopefully will get on, and that's my aim, is that we have rapport. Rapport is so important as any therapist, and that's what you're talking about, Joe, is what we call a therapeutic alliance. Rapport is the same thing. And I will always work the hardest, and I believe every therapist and coach should, if you haven't got rapport and you haven't got therapeutic alliance, it's going to be very difficult to fully engage with that client and for them to want to engage with you to fully open up. And that's where I get a lot of my best work.
Did you hear Anna's comment when she said at the start about the celebs go dating bitch? I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to do a job. And you can understand why I said that when we first started working together now.
Yeah.
So we're all clear on.
And do you think we're doing either of those things, being friends or doing a job? Sometimes I don't know if either of those boxes are being ticked.
Now, given you're the first actual therapist we've had in the office, I would like to know where that interest in other humans started. Have you always had that interest in humans, even from a kid?
I have actually, if I'm honest with you. I've always been very curious about people. I've always been very open-minded. And I do think a lot of it comes from my upbringing and the way I've been parented. My brothers are the same in the sense that my parents are very fair, very balanced people. They are parents that I never saw get involved in conflict, never heard them sort of bitch and moan or, be in and out of problems with people. Just quite, not to say they were walkovers, absolutely not, but they were always, there's another side to something, have your opinion and have your values. And I was raised with, with a pretty strict upbringing, if I'm honest with you, but also a very kind outlook. And I believe that really comes from my parents, to always be humble, always have good manners, always be grateful. And that is really how I was brought up. And then I found myself in my early 20s in a really bad relationship, which was a psychologically abusive relationship, which I didn't know at the time, but went on to discover, having had a really bad breakdown because of it. And it was as a result of that I went and had therapy, and I didn't know what therapy was. No one did therapy, Joe. So that was in like 2006, 2007. Ended up having therapy because I was very mentally unwell. And that is where I suddenly thought, gosh, wow, this is amazing. Why don't people talk about mental health?
What was it that you went, I want to go help other people? Was it because how hard it had been for yourself and then the help that your therapist had given you, you're like, well, I'd quite like to do that for other people?
Basically, yeah. Actually, so filling in a little bit more context around that, because I had been a kids' TV presenter for about 10 years, this was pre-social media. We still had the mailbags, that used to come in for TV studios.
Send in your questions to P.O. Box.
This is it.
95. Yeah.
Or call, or whatever.
Yeah.
And typically, the kids that would write in to us were not the kids that were watching the telly. They weren't the kids that were off doing all their extracurricular activities of a weekend. They were the kids that were at home, and wanted to share stuff. And so we'd get massive sackloads of mail, and in those letters you would get some really sad ones, or just, I'm lonely, or you're my friend, and they would tell you things in their letters. And it was at that time I was introduced to Childline, and I thought, this is a wonderful charity and it really does do amazing work. And I shadowed in the call centre and all the live calls that were coming in. And I think what really got me was just how many calls were coming in. I think a sales call centre, and the phones are ringing off the hook with young people, and online, which it then obviously went into, and it's now the majority of counselling interactions are done via that. And I thought, this is all at the same time that I'd then been off having therapy, had come back and thought, God, this is amazing. Just talking to a professional about how I feel, and him labelling in a good way what was wrong with me, which was panic disorder and generalised anxiety disorder, and educating me, because again, nobody educates you about your mental health. Well, they definitely didn't when I was at school. And so I something in me just made me go, this is really shit. And I'll be honest, when I'd had this breakdown, I genuinely did have fleeting thoughts of not being here was easier than being here. And I didn't have a plan to do anything, but I do definitely remember And I'm so okay saying it because I think it really normalises a lot of what people go through. And I think this is why I, so many years ago, started talking openly about my mental health, because I feel really passionately about it. Because actually, I've actually never been happier and more fulfilled and more content having gone through all of this. But I remember driving my car and thinking, if I just did that with the wheel into the central reservation, maybe it would just kind of, I don't know, break a leg or something and just give me a few weeks out, just off, you know, the hamster wheel of life, you know, in a hospital. And I remember even at that moment thinking, this is really desperate to be feeling like that. That's awful. And also somebody that, yes, okay, I'm not underplaying the fact I was in a terrible relationship and I was having debilitating panic attacks. I was absolutely wrought mentally. But, you know, I had a good family, have a good family, didn't have anything, you know, so much more than so many people have. And yet I was feeling so desperate. And then also coupled with, I was working at ITV at the time with this kids show, and I had decided to do, a friend of mine working in the press office, and I don't know how it happened, but I ended up doing an article for one of the nationals around mental health, which again was a bit of a thing. It was like only Stephen Fry and Denise Welch would talk about it. And all this, there's this young little whippersnapper coming in admitting she's had a little breakdown. You know, there were definitely sniggers. Oh my God, who'd admit that? You know, career suicide, that is. And something in me just thought, fuck you, world. How dare you judge me for, like, I've just been with a piece of shit who's treated me dreadfully and I've got out of that relationship. I've just got myself back from the brink of whatever with the help of an amazing therapist. And now I'm finally learning to live my life again. And it just changed everything. So I did this article and then I was absolutely inundated with people saying, oh my God, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me, on the intranet, in ITV, like the internal, you know, email system. I remember thinking there's something going on here which is just not right. People aren't talking about this. So I just decided to do it.
In terms of therapists and good therapists, do you think it's important? Thank you for, first of all, sharing all of that, because it was...
We got all serious for a minute.
Yeah, but I also like the bit that you go, yeah, I am okay talking about it now because it is important to normalise it all, which is a big part of what we try and do here with it all, where it's like...
And that's why I love you.
Well, it is just a chat.
But
we can sit here and talk about dildos one minute and talk about struggling with our mental health the next, and people, it's not in a way... I love that I just turned and Jake went, fuck, where's he going with this?
Jake looked terrified.
In the sense it's a whole conversation. It's not a thing.
No, it's not. And I think this is it. What I'm talking about is someone with lived mental illness. I can take the piss out of myself as much, and I think... It's
not taking the piss out of the illness.
It's not out of the illness.
It's about
because actually the biggest antidote to feeling so crap is humour.
Yeah.
And as you say, to have that, I'm the same with Luana. We can talk 1 minute about being in an absolutely... Louise is the same. We both have postnatal depression. But then the next minute we can be having a corking rape my fart. You know, you guys are exactly the same. We can cross-pollinate.
But the therapist, in terms of making a good therapist, do you think a good therapist has to have lived experiences of it all? Like, it's a bit like what you've just described, that actually they can relate to it more without actually... Do you know what I mean? Or
a lot
I'm trying to compare it to like a PE teacher where in some way people go, oh, PE teachers are those who can't do anything. If you can't do anything, teach. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit...
Yeah, or a football manager who's never played football.
Yeah, but there's some really good football managers out there that have never played football, but that's what I'm sort of weirdly asking.
I totally... And I think it's actually a really good comparison. I think there's a lot of therapists that go into the work because of personal experience, lived experience, and I am one of those. And I would say my clients typically come to me because of that dual aspect. I think personally for me, it does make me a empathetic therapist. I can't ever completely understand. You never as a therapist say, I understand how you feel, because we can never understand how someone else feels. But I can appreciate how difficult certain situations can feel for people, because I myself have been in situations where I haven't understood why I feel as I do. And I say to all my clients, no one asks you to feel as you do, you just do. So let's just accept that. Let's accept that for what that is right now, and let's move on. But then on the flip side, I've got some wonderful peers of mine that haven't had lived experience, and they are fantastic clinicians. So I don't think there's a hard and fast rule about it, but I do know that a lot of people go into this work in the way that I went into the work, which was personal experience of it, kind of saw the light and went, I fancy paying it forward.
Do you think though that in a funny old way, you might be trying to help you, aged 20, whatever it was, when you didn't have anyone to talk to, you didn't know about therapy, and you were sort of sitting with these feelings and feeling really confused, and then every person you help now is sort of helping that version of you?
Very much so,
Fucking
Jake.
hell, that was good, wasn't it?
Can I just say?
Fucking hell, that was good. Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Jake, take it to church, my friend.
Incredible. How long
Jake.
was I out for? Whoa.
Jake,
Really good.
But
Jake,
maybe, man, I don't know, maybe.
that was poetic, and actually, absolutely. And one of my first books I wrote, I've written 5 books around self-help, mental health, and I do them deliberately in really kind of layman's terms, quite colloquial is sort of my style in language. But actually the first one I wrote, Breaking Mad, The Insider's Guide to Anxiety, was exactly that. It was the book I wrote for me when I was in the pits of it, describing those initial panic attacks, those, you know, and the really quick go-to techniques on how to pull yourself back in the game. You know, they're not clever, they're not fancy, they're not, you know, one of them is literally go and find a toilet cubicle, sit on the toilet cubicle and do this breathing exercise, because that's what I had to do in those. And I think that's what people very kindly have said, and did go to Amazon #1 bestseller, but it, thank you.
Still available.
Still available now from our good booksellers. But I think it's in that, for me, it was those tangible moments, and this is not knocking, you know, EMDR therapy or big therapy strategies, they're fantastic as well. But for me, it was those tiny little things that you could do in the moment. If you're on the train, you're on an aeroplane, you're having a panic attack, you're overwhelmed, you're this, you're late for that, you know, you're suddenly about to stand up and do a speech and you dry up. And so that's sort of why I wrote it, exactly.
Out of interest, what would be your sort of like top 3 practical bits of advice if you're in a panic attack?
Really, I'd say it's one big thing actually, and it's breathing. When we are in a state of anxiety, we don't misconstrue this, we call it a state of high arousal, not sexual arousal obviously, but high arousal.
I'm not sure why you would assume that we would, just because you'd use that word.
Just because I'd use that word. Totally lost train of thought now.
Best advice for anxiety.
Best advice for having a panic attack.
Distraction.
People listening being like, I don't have no advice, but I've got an erection. It's confusing.
Actually, jokes aside, one of the best ways to reduce stress and fight or flight is to masturbate.
Really?
Honestly.
But can I just
reduce
clarify,
stress
and
quite
it's
quickly.
important we do this.
I should be the Dalai fucking Lama.
I can often have a panic attack
Go on.
in a lift.
Are you being real for me for a minute?
I'm claustrophobic.
So do I.
I'm claustrophobic.
So do I.
Hate it.
Me too.
Same.
Do you actually? Are
people-
you
yeah,
being
can't
serious?
do it.
Like tight spaces have always been a horrible thing. Well, for most of my 20s, even long train journeys. If I feel like I can't get off.
So can I ask you a
planes.
question then? So are you claustrophobic or are you cleithrophobic?
What's that?
Oh,
Claustrophobic, is the fear of small spaces. Cleithrophobic, which is the fear of being trapped.
yes,
Oh,
exactly.
what is that then?
I think mine started from that chainmail disaster when I couldn't get the chainmail off of me.
Oh my gosh,
That's
yeah.
it. Because I was trapped in this chainmail.
Are you being deadly serious?
I'm being deadly
Are you?
serious.
You got
And
trapped? No, that would be where it is then.
And then it just, from then, I fucking hate. I can't go in
that's where
MRI
it's come from.
scanners. I
Well,
couldn't
that's
do
where
any of
it's
this.
come from.
I'd always just be injured or drugged up to be put asleep.
Wow.
And how long ago was that?
What the
The core memory, yeah.
I was pretending to be a knight at Leeds Castle when I was 17.
And would you say that's the first time you had a panic attack?
From memory, yeah.
From memory,
Yeah.
right. And that does sound, and how long were you trapped?
Oh, well, until I got down the bottom of the stairs where someone could actually take off the 30-kilo chainmail. So it took me ages.
That does actually sound...
I was just constantly... It probably didn't help that I was out of breath from walking up a set of steps as well.
Yeah, but you couldn't get out. No, that makes sense then. What about you, Jake?
It started in my early 20s, and then I remember getting the train to and from university in Manchester and suddenly feeling like, oh, I can't get off here. There's no way of getting off. And then that would sort of make my heart race and then and then all the rest of it. And then that started, I mean, it got really bad for a while. It sort of extended to being in a seminar at uni, because as soon as the door, it's like, you're in here for an hour, you can't escape. Or even like going to a friend's house for dinner, like, we're here now, you can't escape. And I remember moving to London and not getting a tube for the first like 2 years of living here, because I didn't want the doors to shut. So I was working as a question writer on The Chase, in North London, up in L Street, and I was living in Lewisham, and I would get about 3 hours worth of buses to get to work, 3 hours worth of buses to get home, because the idea of getting on the tube and the doors closing was just too much. Whereas a bus, I was like, I can always get off.
That's right.
So it's been a bit of a journey through my 20s at getting better in some respects, but still now, the idea of getting on a plane, I mean, that's the ultimate cleithrophobic thing.
Good.
I'm looking it up. I've never seen it described as that, but that is what it is. Because it's not just the physical thing.
It's the feeling
but
of being
sometimes it's like
trapped,
feeling trapped in a more
That's right.
emotional way or social way. Yeah.
Right. And it's a very exposing, very vulnerable moment. And how have you got past that with tubes?
A mix of talking therapy and then CBT, and then one day, actually, to be honest with you, which I mean, maybe the therapy was working, but it felt like there was just a fuck it moment where I was like,
therapy,
I can't live like this anymore. So I forced myself on the tube, and it was horrific. And then I did it again and again and again, and now it's like a little bit less horrific. But even now, when it stops in a tunnel, and you don't know why. That feeling, it starts rushing in the stomach, and as soon as it starts moving again, it dissipates. It's almost actually worth having the panic attack for it to go away. It's lovely, isn't it?
I can totally relate to that. And what you've described there is flooding, which is where it's complete flooding of exposure therapy, which is a form of therapy, but one I would recommend you did it with someone that could take you through that. But but what you guys, honestly, what you've just described there is so common. I have it too, and I actually
didn't know it was common.
It's so common. I would honestly say, when I talked about it on my socials ages ago, I was inundated by people that were like, oh, it's such a common phobia. And it's typically cleithrophobia, not the claustrophobia that people have the challenge with. And what is quite interesting, I actually found this quite recently doing some work around birth trauma, that actually I think, because I never used to have issues with trains or tubes or planes or anything. I've travelled the world twice over, and I was like, why has this come about now? And I linked it to having children, and I thought, oh, is this, people talk about, the mum anxiety, which is a thing as well. But actually, I was working, quite lucky working the fields I work in, but actually, I've nailed it down to when I had my first birth, and I was had a spinal block, giving birth to my child, and obviously I couldn't move because I was anaesthetised from the neck down, and that feeling of trapped because I couldn't get off the delivery bed.
Oh, wow.
And one of the therapists that I was working with on this birth trauma said majority of her clients, their birth trauma has manifested now as cleithrophobia, and it comes from being incapacitated in childbirth. So it's fascinating, and I think this is the point. Everyone has something which happens, which starts from somewhere, and that's why we need to normalise it.
Can you fix it then, please?
Yes, I'll try. I'll help you.
Thank you.
I actually will try and help you because
Really?
I feel for you. Yeah, it's horrible.
Wow.
There is a little technique that my supervisor gave me with planes, which is called a ladder. It's like a ladder scale technique, which I'll give you. It's a little breathing technique, and it's distraction is one of the best ways. So I didn't even answer the question of how to get yourself out of a panic attack, so I'm going to do it now. But distraction and breathing is one of the quickest ways you can get yourself out of a panic attack. Okay, so box breathing, is really good. So breathe in. So imagine if you're on a plane, anywhere you are, you can find a square or rectangle shape, okay? Wherever you are.
Well,
or imagine
his
one.
head, for example.
Yeah, perfect.
Fine.
But let's say you're on a train, a tube, a plane, or whatever it may be, in a lift.
find a square.
Or find a square, and you breathe in for 4 counts as you go up one side. You get to the top of that point and you hold for 4. You breathe out for 4 as you go along the top. You hold for 4. You breathe in again as you go down, 3rd side. You get to that next point and hold for 4, and then you breathe out again as you go back along, okay? Now, what you're doing in that moment is you're regulating your nervous system, you're bringing the anxiety down, and you are distracting yourself. All of those will just help to bring the anxiety down.
Wow.
Did you just do it?
Yeah, it felt amazing.
I just did it. I feel great already.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Right, let's move on now to gossip.
Oh, yes.
Oh, look at the excitement.
Yeah.
Gossip, guys.
Would you say
gossip.
we're a pair of gossips, aren't we?
Yes, I love to gossip.
Would you say we're like the male equivalent of Luana?
Yeah, so seemingly so from how today's gone. Yeah.
I think this is very similar crossover.
Gossip is basically it's an excuse to like judge people, isn't it? Where you're like, I think it's good It's like a good judgment because you're reading them, aren't you? That's you practicing.
You're reflecting.
You're reflecting.
You're reflecting on someone's behaviour.
In order to help you with your work.
So understand them more.
It's not just to satisfy your need of slagging people off behind their back.
Correct.
Okay, that's right. What is it that you absolutely love about gossip?
Look, we all do it. And I think we all just need to admit it. Anyway, I don't like gossip. I'm not a gossip. I am a bloody gossip. But I would like to say I'm a kind gossiper. I'm not bitchy.
What
I'm
if
really
someone-
not
It's not what I've heard about you.
What if you're good? What if...
But I'm not bitchy. I like a bit of, oh, you'll never guess what.
Yeah,
You know,
go on.
and I like that kind of gossip.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no way. They've just done that, have they? Oh, no way. I like that real curtain twitchy gossip.
It's good for us.
It is good for us. It's like, oh, did they? You know, I mean, the village I live in, when someone else said that there was gossip that someone was having it off with someone over there and they shouldn't have been. I mean, I am here for that. I pull up that chair to that window and I'm there by the curtain.
What if the gossip is about you, though?
Oh no, what have you got on me? What have you
The
got?
panic. I have no gossip on you. But I'm just saying,
If it's
how
about
do you...
me.
Because you're such a kind gossip, or you do, and you enjoy it so
Think I
much,
am.
but actually then you hear it, oh, it's about me. You're like, oh, what do I do now?
Honestly, I think fair game. Look, I've been doing this long enough to know that everyone's going to have an opinion of you, and it's none of my business what anyone's opinion is of me, because they're going to have it. I'm going to have an opinion on everyone too.
Well, it's actually innate. We have to.
Exactly, we have to.
Someone said to me the other day, don't be so judgmental. And
We're
I
all
said,
judgmental.
but I have to be. And they go, what do you mean? I went, because you have to judge someone, or because of back in the day where you had to judge a situation, whether is that situation going to kill me or is
Help
it
me.
going to be beneficial to me? And we've just accelerated it. It's like, is that person someone that I want to spend time with or not?
Exactly.
I think as
So
we all
have to
remember
judge.
from Yuval Noah Harari's book Sapiens, he talks about how gossip was a way of survival because you could understand who's hoarding resources, who's
Right.
particularly good at a certain skill, and it would help you survive.
Right. I mean, there it is. There he is. There he is. Look at him. Look at him basking over there.
I'm the doctor. I appreciate your help and your contribution. But make that the last time you mug me off in front of my pals.
Okay. Understood. Sorry about that.
It's fucking brilliant from you, Jake. Honestly, it was so fucking good. That was incredible.
I'm just doing my box breathing.
Good. Really, really good. Love that.
But yeah, gossip. I love a bit of idle gossip.
What about gossip about you, Jake? You ever heard any gossip about you, like yourself?
No.
you don't want that one. Yeah, fair
You're
enough.
so
No.
bloody lying.
Yeah, he is a liar.
Yeah, I can see. Someone did gossip once about how much I was worth.
Did you enjoy? Was it a good gossip?
It was good gossip.
And you didn't correct them?
No, couldn't possibly, talking about money's vulgar.
Well, Google's got an answer.
Exactly. Google's answer is very wrong, but I'll take it.
Something similar happened to me when there was word got round the Cobham area.
Oh.
And I had a teammate and his wife and family living there. And she had heard from all the other mums at the local school that someone was having an affair with a Harlequins rugby player. And I was driving through Cobham on one of the days, and I live miles away, so I'm never in Cobham.
Oh, that's it.
And this rugby player's wife spotted me in the car, and I was like, oh, and she went back to her husband and said, oh my God, I've just seen Marler in Cobham.
It's
And
him.
we didn't know, it's him, he's having an affair. And he was like, what? Fucking hell.
And how long did it take
It's
to get round?
definitely not him. Look at the state of him.
That-
It's definitely not. She was like, it is him. It is him. And it took him a while to sort of muster up the courage to then ask me. And he went, mate, have you like been in Cobham recently?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he went, "Why are you being shady about it?" Because I was doing something that was meant to be kept a secret,
Right,
so I had to be secretive about it.
Right.
So that fueled it even more.
Oh.
And I said, "Why do you keep asking?" He said, "Oh, because apparently the mums at local school, they know someone is having an affair with someone in Cobham." And I didn't correct him because there was part of me that was like,
But did your wife
Apparently-
hear about this?
yeah, then I told her, she went,
right.
"Fucking hell, no way you able to have an affair. Just tell him the truth." But there was part of me that was like, "Oh, I'd quite like to fuel that gossip a little bit, even though it's not true." And I was just recording an audiobook
Oh,
in someone's back garden, actually.
but-
That's not a euphemism.
it's not. But the gossip was quite good, though.
It was good gossip.
Yeah,
I
you
do
see,
love good
that's the
gossip.
kind of, you know what I mean?
We are just taking a quick break to deliver an important message from our friends at the Refund Club.
Joe, I've got a theory that you can get a lot done in a minute.
Oh,
A lot done.
Did you
Agree or disagree?
come up with that?
Agree or disagree?
Yeah, no, I agree. but
Agree, agree.
I agree.
Good,
but
I'm glad you
I
agree.
don't want to talk about it.
Okay, well, I want to put it to the test then. I want to put it to the test. How many pints of water do you think you could down in a minute?
Don't like water.
What do you prefer?
I prefer milk because water would hydrate me, and I prefer to be chronically dehydrated. Actually,
You tolerate lactose? Big time.
yeah,
Big
and
time.
yeah, big time, and I'm proud of it.
Okay, fine.
That's also not knocking anyone who
No,
can't
I'm
tolerate
not
it.
knocking anyone. Altering the question then, how many pints of milk could you get down you in a minute?
Loads.
Put a number on it.
Between 1 and 5.
4?
Yes.
4 pints of milk in 1 minute.
100%.
Bring out the milk, everybody! And just like that, the milk has appeared magically on your desk. My
How
goodness
convenient.
me. You're going to drink those 4 pints of milk. Meanwhile, I'm going to talk about our wonderful friends at the Refund Club. Are you ready?
No.
Your 60 seconds starts now. And something else that takes only 60 seconds is a check to see if you could receive hundreds of pounds from the Refund Club. You see, the Financial Conduct Authority found that millions of people were mis-sold car finance between 2007 and 2021, and billions of pounds are expected to be paid back. Could it be you, though? 60 seconds is all it takes to fill out a form, no paperwork, no commitment, and you only pay a fee if the claim is successful. He's on his 3rd pint of milk. You could even do one for a friend in case they were busy with more important things. The average claim, by the way, is £829. So if you took out car finance in the UK between 2007 and 2021, you could be in luck. Joe, how you getting on? He's on his final pint of milk, everybody. This is incredible. I feel like you're going to need a wee quite quickly. I'm worried about your bladder. You used to play for England. Look at this man's career. He's just finished the final pint of milk in 1 minute. Unbelievable. Joe, bring it home.
Go to refundclub.co.uk/Marler. That's refundclub.co.uk/Marler to do your free check.
For the audio listener, that was 4 pints of actual milk.
I feel a bit sticky. Right, Anna, we have established you're a natural when it comes to helping people. It's in your dunner,
Thank you.
you know? All of the helixes are just full of that mitochondria that is bursting out to want to help other human beings, okay? But for this final exercise, I want you to take a break from it.
Oh, fine.
And I want you to stop helping people.
Okay.
I want you
Sudden.
to embrace the gossip side of you, the Luana-powered Anna.
Go on.
You okay?
Yeah.
And I want you to start judging.
Oh,
Isn't that right?
Yeah, here's what's going to happen.
okay.
Sorry, that was very bossy of me, wasn't it?
No, you're.
I
Here's what's
liked
going to
it.
happen.
You've from start to finish of
excelled.
today's session.
You've excelled.
You've clearly showed to the guests, myself, and everyone else in the room
Yes.
that you are this show's one true leader.
Wow.
And I am absolutely here for it.
What could
Take it
happen,
away, Jake.
What could happen if you're up for it, but you don't have to,
Go on.
is I'm going to read out the names of some famous people.
Yeah.
And you just got to give us your honest judgment. Honest judgment.
Oh,
Oh,
1 word,
honest,
2 words, 3
honest.
words max.
all right.
Just the
60
first thing that comes to your head.
seconds. On the clock.
6 seconds off the clock. Be brutal if you want to. Don't have to be, but try be. And time starts now. Harry Kane.
Great.
Oh, come on. Victoria Beckham.
Absolute legend. Love her.
Okay. Ant.
Huh?
Ant.
What, as in any ant?
Ant or Deck?
Oh.
I can do Ant
Oh,
first, then Deck, but you don't
I
really...
love Deck. He is such a sweet, kind guy.
Ant?
Ant's lovely too.
Ooh.
Voice went high. Voice went
Now
high.
we're cooking. Paddington Bear.
Oh, best bear in the world.
No, not
No.
bed. What about him over there? Jan.
Confused.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah, fair.
it's the nastiest she's been so far.
James Haskell.
Go on. Says enough.
No, I love James. Naughty. I don't
Thank
like
you so
James.
much for coming, Anna Williamson, do you mean you love James?
The Hask. I didn't think...
The Hask.
Oh, the Hask. Quickly, say another name.
Tom Reed Wilson.
Oh.
Best guy in the world.
Joe Marler.
Snuggly bear.
Oh.
Chode.
You've been quite nice about
Sorry,
everyone,
you missed
really.
the end of that bit.
Snuggly Bear, what?
Snuggly bear chode.
Chode. Chode.
Chode. What was that then?
I've not heard Chode in years.
Chode.
Chode.
Who have you been
Little
talking to?
Chode. We often talk about chodes on Luana.
Yeah, but who have you been talking to about my chode? Who the fuck's
I have
told
to
you?
say, Chodes are very naughty.
Has my wife been ringing in?
Listen, we are not chode shaming.
No.
At all.
No.
There's nothing wrong with chodes.
No.
Yours did
At
work.
all.
Mine worked loads.
Chode in the hole.
Honestly, it's... Someone give him a BAFTA!
It was an attempt to try and work out whether what we'd heard so far in the session was genuine and maybe we'd have caught you off guard. Turned out you are actually a lovely human. And that was actually mean of us to try and trick her up. But thank you.
Your
Oh,
hands, give me
okay.
your hands.
Healing crystals, what are we
Yes,
doing now?
No, that's lovely. Thank you.
Okay.
I have my moments.
Yeah, you are a lovely human.
Well, you are a fabulous, fabulous man, and so are you, Joe. I don't quite know what I'm doing right now, but it's feeling nice.
Beautiful.
Very tiny, tiny hands.
They're mine and sweaty, they're tiny, aren't they?
I like a clammy hand.
Put
It's
your hand
fine.
up a minute.
Do you
Oh my gosh.
doesn't matter that I've got a chode penis.
And on that note, you're welcome.
Anna, that is the end of our session today. I conclude
Yes.
that
Oh, yes. What do you say, Doc?
I conclude that you are actually a wonderful therapist. I've learnt a huge amount from you. I hope you've also
Oh, well,
learnt from a fellow peer of yours.
immeasurably.
And I think Jake's got what it takes to become one of us one day.
I feel like Jake,
Yeah.
needs to pull up a chair and...
But not too close.
No. Inches closer.
Just
not
a
too
chair
closer.
in the next room.
How have you found it?
I have found this enlightening. I've found it cathartic and very educational.
Good. Okay, on that note, we're going to present you with a badge so you always remember this session.
Every guest gets a badge, bespoke to them,
Yep.
designed by Janet. And today we've got therapist by day, gossiper by night.
Good.
With lovely little lips on
You're-
there,
you're-
actually. It's very nice.
You're like
great.
Batman, but in the woman version
This is
and gossip.
brilliant.
It's for you.
You're
Jake,
gossip woman.
Thank you.
You're gossipist.
Therapist by day, gossiper. And did Janet actually make this?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Oh,
got
that is
very neat
really,
writing.
really good. I'm going to put that on. Oh, I'm going to really wear this.
Really lovely set of
Really
lips.
wear it.
She's done
It's
really well on those lips.
lovely lips. I get a lolly.
You do get a lolly as well. Jake,
Thank
you've
you.
gone with orange.
No good. What's wrong with orange? It's been sat by a hot windowsill for a while. Oh, there we go. What's that like?
Kev.
Boys, can I just say, I'm an enormous fan of you both, and I have really enjoyed being in your office today. And you just keep doing what you're doing. And you're welcome over at Luana HQ anytime.
Anna Williamson, everybody. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Be gone, Janet will take you. Thank you so much. We end. Yes. Okay, sure. Yeah, great. Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anna Williamson. Anna Williamson, everybody. Wow. Wee wah. If you want to join the doctor's waiting list, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at We'll See You Now Show. Remember, unless it's not clear enough already, I'm not a real doctor. If you need any professional help, you'll find a link to great support services on our Instagram. I've been Joe Marler and he has been Jake Bhardwaj. Do you want to do your own name in future?
No, I like it. Yeah, I like you saying my name.
You like me saying your name?
Yeah.
Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. Right, a sudden change. Jake Bhardwaj.
Thank you very much.
And this has been Joe Marler. We'll see you now, and we will both see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.